No Ohio government actions, legislative activities, enforcement actions, or public events are recorded specifically for March 12, 2026, based on available sources. The closest relevant activities occurred on nearby dates in early March 2026, primarily involving Governor Mike DeWine's State of the State Address and related legislative context, which are detailed below for comprehensive reference. 1245. Governor Mike DeWine delivered his 2026 State of the State Address on March 10, 2026, to the Ohio General Assembly, outlining final year priorities as he concludes his term. 245. The address highlighted accomplishments and objectives in education and public safety, including a new statewide ban on cell phones in all K-12 schools, implemented recently with the Ohio General Assembly. 5. DeWine praised a tough new law on college programs, described as the strictest in the country, requiring full compliance by year's end or closure, and noted it as a model attracting national interest, referred to as the Ohio Plan. 2. He announced plans to deploy teams to any Ohio school, requesting assessment and support for implementing the science of reading. 2. Additionally, starting fall 2026, every school district must adopt a clear attendance policy to identify at-risk students, intervene early, work with families to remove barriers, and increase support for chronic. DeWine also referenced a historic $500 investment in Ohio's 32 Appalachian counties to improve healthcare access, revitalize downtown districts, and transform riverfront. The address was broadcast around noon and available via video. 12. Earlier on March 6, 2026, DeWine was scheduled to deliver what was described as his final State of the State Address, with potential discussion of limiting online casinos following his regrets over the 2021 law legalizing sports betting in Ohio. Though legislative support was uncertain, his successor's stance on continuing the agenda remains. On the legislative front, the Ohio General Assembly returned to session in 2026 amid delays on the state capital budget due to fiscal uncertainty, including a proposed constitutional amendment to abolish property taxes, Ohio Supreme Court decisions on nursing homes, and potential federal changes to Medicaid and food. Late 2025 saw passage of Senate Bill 56, sponsored by Sen. Steve Huffman, Tip City, which DeWine signed. It allocates 36% of the state's 10% cannabis excise tax to host communities for dispensaries and requires most hemp products to be sold through licensed dispensaries, while vetoing a grace period for THC-infused beverages to make them illegal sooner. 3. The Ohio Cannabis Coalition submitted a referendum petition summary against parts of the bill, excluding host funding, needing nearly 250,000 signatures to qualify. 3. The Ohio Municipal League is monitoring these issues and advocating for cities on property taxes, cannabis revenue, and fiscal policy. 3. No enforcement actions, such as agency-led operations or official indictments tied to state government, or public events like hearings or announcements, are documented for March 12, 2026. Sources focus on the prior week's gubernatorial address and ongoing 2026 legislative previews, with no mentions of activities on that exact date. 12345.